all. How are you? I hope you are doing great. Alright? Are you great? Are you fine? Okay. I request everyone to turn on your cameras. Turn on your cameras, everybody. Take out your books. English book. Honeycomb. Grade 7. Take it out. Open page number 18. Okay. Actually, we are not going to go with the page number 18 because we have finished most of the part of this topic, right? So today we are going to see English topic, a gift of chappals. A gift of chappals. In that story, there is one girl whose name is Mridu. Whose name is Mridu. With her grandmother, she has gone to Rukmini, her aunt's house. There she had some cousins. There she has some cousins. What are the names of those cousins? Meena, Lali, Ravi. These are 3 cousins of Mridu. They are all enjoying a lot in Rukmini's auntie's house. Then what has happened that Ravi has brought a small kitten and he has kept it under the bitterberry bush. And for feeding him, he is just saying lie to his mom. That is, Rukmini is Ravi's mother, and he is bringing milk from the kitchen and giving it quietly to that cat. Right? What is his name? Mahendran. Ravi has given the name to that cat as Mahendran. After some time, they hear the violin sound. Who is playing that? Lali's music teacher is playing the violin. Lali is also attending the violin class, but Lali is stumbling, right? Stumbling. Why? Because she doesn't know how to play the violin. But the violin master is playing the violin fantastically, and he is playing the violin melodiously. Everyone run towards that sound and they start observing that music class from the window. In that story, it is explained that how is master. Master has bald hair. Okay, he doesn't have hair on his head, and he wears dhoti with a golden border, and his legs are very big and toes are also very big, scrawny they are. Big, but in the size, but in the width they are very small. Lali is not able to play the violin properly. After some time, then one beggar comes, and he was not moving. Rukmini, the Ravi's mother, was calling Ravi and telling him that go and tell that beggar there is nothing in the kitchen, so not to wait. But then the beggar has got boils at his sole, so he is resting below the neem tree. And when he shares his story that how his legs have got boils, then these 3 children, that is Ravi, Meena and Mridu, feel very bad for him, and they think to give him footwears, that is chappals. Whose footwear do they give? Let's see in the further part. Till now we have seen in the previous class. Okay, are you ready? So I request you to open part number 1 and part number 2 also we have seen. But part number 2, some part is remaining, that is from page number 25. Okay, 25, 26. 25 last para you see. From there we will begin today. Okay. Let's see. Ravi turned and glanced at the shabby looking but sturdy on slippers. Okay. So Mridu's mama's slippers he looks. Ravi turned and glanced at the shabby looking and sturdy old slippers. He beamed and nodded. These are just right size, he said, picking them up. Mridu and Meena followed him nervously back into the garden. So Ravi has came inside and saw any footwear to give to that beggar. Then whose footwear did he find? He finds the music teacher's footwear, chappals, and he finds it will be a perfect fit for him. Here, said Ravi to the beggar, dropping the slippers in front of the old man. He dropped the slippers, that music teacher's slippers, in front of the beggar, and he says, wear it and you can go. Here it is, the chappal for you. Wear these and don't come back. The beggar stared at the slippers, hurriedly flung his towel over his shoulder, pushed his feet into them and left, muttering blessings to the children. In a minute, he had vanished around the corner of the street. Quickly, as soon as Ravi dropped the slippers in front of him, what did he do? He flung the towel. He flung the towel and put it onto his shoulder. And he hurriedly wear the slippers, and he started muttering blessings to the children. Muttering means saying lower voice. Blessings to the children. In a minute he has vanished. In a minute he wore the slippers and went around the corner of the street. There was a corner around the street and he moved quickly from there. The music master came out of the house and took an unappreciative look at the three of them sitting quietly under the tree. These three children were sitting quietly under the neem tree. When music master's class has got over and he has come out, and when he came out, he saw unappreciatively to three of them sitting quietly under the tree playing marbles. What the three were doing? They were playing marbles. Then he searched for his chappals in the veranda where he had put them. Veranda means the open space in front of the main door, that is called veranda. He started searching his chappals, his footwears, where he had put them when he arrived. Lalli, he called. After a few moments, she hurried up to him. She hurriedly came to the teacher. Have you seen my chappals, my dear? I remember having kept them here. I remember I had kept when I came here to take your class. I kept my footwear here only. Did you see my chappals? Did you see my footwears? I had kept it here in the veranda. Ravi, Mridu and Meena silently watched Lalli and the music teacher search every corner of the veranda. Now Lalli and music master searching everywhere in the veranda. Music teacher's footwears, that is chappals. He scurried around. Scurried means to move hurriedly. There is a new word for you. You can note it down, and otherwise you can mention it in your book, textbook only. Underline and you can mention there. But it is appreciable if you will write it in the notebook. New words. Move hurriedly. To move hurriedly means scurried. To move hurriedly means scurried. You can zoom and you can note it down, children, if you feel my writing is small. So scurried means to move hurriedly. So the music master moved hurriedly. For what? To search the chappals. Every corner he started searching, looking over railing and crouching near the flower pots to look between them. Flower pots were arranged in the verandas. He started looking in all the places of the verandas. Brand new they were. I went all the way to Mount Road to buy them. My chappals were brand new. And I had purchased it from the Mount Road to buy them. I had gone there and purchased from that place. He went on saying these sentences. They cost a whole month's fees. Do you know the cost of that chappals was whole month's fees I have paid for that chappals. So Lalli went in to tell her mother. Now Lalli has gone inside and she went to tell her mother. Who is her mother? Rukimani. Rukimani is the mother of Lalli, Ravi and Meena. So she has gone inside and told her mother. Rukimani appeared looking harassed. Harassed means troubled, annoyed, looking very angry, harassed. Harassment word you know, I think, right? Harassment means angry or annoyed, troubled one. troubled look. So Rukmini appeared within some time, and how was she looking? She was looking harassed, troubled or annoyed she was looking, with Pati following her. Now Mridu's grandmother was also following her. Both of them came out in the veranda. Where could they be? It's really quite upsetting to think someone might have stolen them. So many vendors came to the door. As their home is on the road only, so many vendors pass from that place, right? So many vendors pass from that place. So it's very strange that to know, it's very upsetting to know that someone has stolen the footwear of a music teacher. Vendors means the people who come to sell something, okay, on the road. We can say it as marketers also, okay. So write there, vendor, marketers. Those who come to sell something on the door, they are called as a vendor, marketers. Vendors, marketers. So many people come in a day to sell something. So many vendors come in a day. So it's very upsetting that someone has stolen the footwear, chappals. Rukmini caught sight of Ravi, Mridu and Meena sitting under the tree. Now Rukmini is observing all these three children sitting under the tree. Have you children? She began, and then seeing they were curiously quiet. They were so quiet. So her voice was little high in the beginning. Seeing them that they are quiet, so her voice came down. Have you children seen anyone lurking around the veranda? Have you seen anyone lurking around the veranda? Lurking means to go aimlessly, okay? To quietly move without taking anybody's attention. Lurking means to move around without getting anybody's attention. Means some people come to steal something, right? For stealing purpose, to take away something. Some people come. So what do? They see, is there anybody catching our attention? If they are not catching, then they take away the things and they go. So have you seen anyone lurking around the verandas? A sharp V-shaped line here had formed between her eyebrows. So what has happened? She made such a face that V-shape occurred here over her face. Another straight, tighter one appeared in place of her usually soft, pleasant mouth. And one more line appeared in front of her on her mouth, right? Means like upsetting face she has made. Just close the window. Just close the window. One you close. Rukmini was angry. Now she was very much angry because of she is feeling embarrassing. Why? Because in her class, in her home, to take the Lalit's class, master has come. Now his footwear are missing. She is not getting how to return his footwear or how to find his footwears. Rukmini was angry. Thought Mridu with a shiver. She found Mridu with a shivering. Mridu was shivering. Why? Because she is a very soft-natured girl. She did not like that Ravi has given master's footwear, and even she did not like that. She felt very bad when she saw the beggar's boiled foot. When she saw there were boils over the sole of the beggar. She wouldn't be so upset if she knew about the poor beggar with sores on his feet. She tried to tell herself. She is trying to tell herself that what all things had happened. Taking a deep breath, she cried. She started crying now. Rukmini, there was a beggar here. Now Mridu is soft-natured girl. She started sharing his experience, what has happened. So all incident she wants to express it to the Rukmini. Rukmini, there was a beggar here, a poor thing. He had such boils on his feet. He had boils on his feet. So, said Rukmini grimly, turning to Ravi. Now she realized, Rukmini realized Ravi is little naughty. Maybe Ravi only has done something. So asking, to the Mridu, Aunt Rukmini turned to Ravi. You gave the music master chappals to that old beggar who turns up here. Now who had come here? You gave him the music teacher's chappals, footwears. Rukmini is asking to Ravi. Children, these days grown pathi. Groaned. Groaned. Note down. Groan means indicate pain. Indicate pain. In a groaning sound, Pati means grandmother of Mrudu started saying, children these days are not following or respecting elders or taking their own decisions wherever necessary. Okay? Children these days groaned Pati. Amma, didn't you tell me about Karna who gave away everything he had, even his gold earrings? He was so kind and generous. Who is saying this? Ravi is saying this to auntie. What is the auntie's name? Rukmini. Ravi is saying to the auntie Rukmini. What is this reminding? Maybe in the when he is in the childhood only. So maybe she is saying the story of Karna. Do you know Mahabharata? So Karna was, who was Karna? Who was Karna? It's your today's homework to find out who is Karna. Okay? Karna was he was actually the brother of 5 Pandavas, but he was not known that he is a brother. Okay? And his full body was with gold. Okay? His earrings and all overall body to the skin, the gold was attached, and he had got a blessings from the god, like from one of the I'm not getting the name, that he cannot die. By the time there is a gold over his body, he cannot die. No one can kill him. Okay, that way blessings he had got. So he is reminding, Ravi is reminding the story to Rukmini, to his mom only, that Amma, didn't you tell me about Karna who gave away everything he had, even his gold earrings? He was so kind and generous. At the last moment, Mahabharata's last war, that time Karna gave away all his gold. So Ravi is reminding to his mother that he gave everything. So you are only teaching me to be generous and kind, and when I gave away the footwear, music teacher's footwear to the beggar, you are getting angry. That way he wants to say. Silly, snapped Rukmini. Now Rukmini has given nicely over him and nicely gave to his face. And silly boy, Karna didn't give away other people's things. He only gave away his own things. So Rukmini is saying to the Ravi that Karna was not giving anybody's material to someone. He had given his own things to others. Silly, snapped Rukmini. Karna didn't give away any other people's things. He only gave away his own. But my chappals wouldn't have fitted the beggar feet. I would have given my chappals to that beggar, Mama. Okay, Rukmini. But my chappals would not fit to that beggar. So I have given this music teacher's footwear to him, slippers to him. Ravi rushed rashly on. And Amma, if they did not fit, you would really not have minded. If I would have given my footwear to that beggar, you would have minded that, right? Really? Not have minded? You would not mind if I would have given my footwears? Ravi, said Rukmini. Now Rukmini is very angry. Ravi, very angry now. Go inside this minute. Now she is very angry and saying that, Ravi, quickly move inside the home. At this right moment you move inside. You go away from my eyes. She hurried indoors and brought out Gopu Mama's hardly worn new chappals. Now Rukmini went inside and hurriedly she has brought new footwear of Mama's, Gopu Mama's. Gopu Mama means Ravi's father. Gopu Mama's hardly worn new chappals she had brought from the home. These should fit you, sir. Now Rukmini has given Gopu Mama's footwear and saying that this surely will fit to your fit. Okay, so you can wear it. Please put this on. Please wear it. I am so sorry. My son has been very naughty nowadays. Huh? My son has been very naughty. The music master's eyes lit up. His eyes started brightening. On my old footwear has gone and I got now brand new footwear chappals. So he is very happy to get that new. My son has been very naughty. The music master's eye lit up. Okay, his eyes were bright, but he is not showing his happiness to them. Okay, from mind he is very happy, but actually it is not his time to hide his happiness from all of them. The music master's eyes lit up. He put them on, trying not to look happy. He is trying to not to look too happy. Well, I suppose these will have to do. These days children have no respect for elders. What to do? He is showing that he is unhappy and he is saying that nowadays children are not that happy, not that following respect. Okay, they have no respect for elders. What to do? A Hanuman incarnate. A Hanuman incarnate means human body mein Hanuman, monkey. Okay, like a monkey. Children are nowadays children are behaving like a monkey. So incarnate means bodied. Means look like a human but behavior like a monkey. A Hanuman incarnate. Hanuman means Hanuman was a one type of monkey only. They were Rama's bhakt. They were, right. So a Hanuman incarnate. Only Rama can save such a naughty fellow. Only Ram can save such a naughty fellows. Rukmani's eyes flashed. She did not like that calling her son as a monkey. Rukmani's eyes flashed. She did not seem to like Ravi being called a monkey, even a holy monkey. So Hanuman was a holy monkey, but even he was a holy monkey, she did not like to call him as a holy monkey coming in the human body. Okay. So she stood stiff. Stiff means she did not move. After listening this, like music master said, he is a Hanuman incarnate. She stood stiff and straight by the front door. It was clear she wanted him to leave quickly. Now she wanted that music master to leave the home quickly. She did not like at all that music master called Ravi a Hanuman incarnate. Stiff, not moving. Stiff, S-T-I-F-F. Stiff means not moving. Stiff. She looked stiff and straight. She did not move from the door. It was clear she wanted him to leave quickly. She was feeling that this music master should leave quickly now the house. She is not happy because whatever things that happened, she is not happy with that. Even the music master said that Ravi is a Hanuman incarnate. That also she did not like. First of all, Ravi has done the wrong thing, that he has given away music master's footwear to that beggar, and secondly, music master is saying this to Ravi. When he had clattered off means gone, clattered off, gone. New word is already given there, so I will not write on the board. Already there is given. Clattered off means gone, went off. Gone off noisily. When he had clattered off in his new chappals, she said, Mrudu, come in and have some tiffin. Now she is calling, Rukmani, auntie is calling to Mrudu and saying that come inside and have some tiffin. Honestly, how do you children think of such things? Honestly, how do you think such way? I don't understand that way, Rukmani is saying. Thank God your Gopu mama doesn't wear his chappals to work. Thank God at least these footwears were there at home and your Gopu mama doesn't wear it for the office, for the work. As she walked towards the kitchen with Mrudu and Meena, she suddenly began to laugh. Now Rukmani started laughing at herself only. For what reason she is laughing, see? But he is always in such a hurry to throw off his shoes and socks and get into his chappals as soon as he comes home. Now Gopu Mama, as soon as he comes home, he removes his shoes and socks, and what immediately he wears? These new chappals. Now he will not be getting it. In mind only, Rukimani is laughing that he will not be getting the footwear today. What's new? What's your mama going to say this evening when I tell him that I gave his chappals to music master? Now she is laughing and saying that. Now what will happen? Don't know what your mama, Gopu Mama, will say to me when he will come to know that I have given away his chappals to the music master. So it has become a triangle, right? Now music master's chappals went to beggar, and this Gopu Mama chappals went to the music master, right? So this way there it has become a triangle. So the name of the topic is given, a gift of chappals. A gift is given by Ravi, or the children, all these cousins have given away the chappals, music master's footwear, to the whom? Beggar, who had got boils over his soles. Okay. So this way we have ended up with the topic. What's your mama is going to say this evening when I tell him I gave his chappals to the music master? He will be very angry to not to get his chappals, right? So this way we have seen today's topic. I hope you have understood it. You are requested to read the topic, go through the new words, if possible learn the new words, okay, understand, comprehend the new words, so it will be helpful for you to understand the topic very well. Now we will be solving its exercise. There are two comprehension checks, children. This is the first one on page number 22. This is the first one, okay, that you have to solve it in the notebook, and even here are not that much question, only 3 questions are there, right? Here only 3 questions are there. Rest all you can solve it in the textbook itself, okay? We will be solving it one by one. That will be writing answers, question answers will be the homework, and objective types questions will be taken into the class, okay? Thank you all. Have a great day ahead.